And just when I thought there wasn't anything better to go into the weekend with, I have another clutch hatching. And look at that baby. Oh my God. The storm clouds are coming in here in Cape Coral, Florida. You can hear the thunder in the background. And we have a tornado watch even. Hopefully we don't hit a tornado. That might be the only thing that takes down my building, and we don't want to see that. You know, today I got a really cool snake in the mail. And what I've been trying to do lately is, you know, I have a lot of obviously good boa stuff, good ball python stuff, carpet pythons, have a lot of advanced projects. But what I've been trying to do is buy stuff that I really enjoy. Snakes that are different than what's out there, projects that maybe people are not necessarily involved in. And just because it interests me, I'm not, like I said, I might not be breeding 6 million of them, but I think that it's important that you constantly keep yourself excited about what you're doing. And you know, I was talking to Tom Crutchfield on the phone the other day, and I'm buying some snakes from him, and he was saying, and he was asking me, you know, if I can give him a deposit because he wants to buy this snake, and he's all excited about it, and he needed some money to lay down on it. And I thought that to myself, this guy, who I've known for many years now, he's in his 70s. He still has a crazy passion for animals, and he still wants to buy stuff. He still has that same excitement about buying something new that he had probably when he was a teenager. And you know what? You can't ever let that die inside of you, or you know what? The hobby no longer becomes fun anymore. So I'm going to show you a really cool snake we picked up, and you never know what else I might run into. I'm still looking for one of my water monitors, my little babies, out on the loose. I can't believe I can't find this thing. It's really driving me crazy. But let's go into the snake room before the rains come. Maybe we'll find him. All right, guys, we got a new snake. Imagine that. I warned you about it. I told you we were going to get it. I've been working on this for a couple of weeks. I just wanted to make sure that this thing was eating. It's a snake I don't have in my collection. It is known as a wolf snake. It's in the colubrid family. It's the genus is Lycodon, wolf meaning wolf. And the thing that makes this wolf snake so unique is that it's actually leucistic. And leucistic means albino means it has no melanin, which is dark pigment. Leucistic means it has no pigments. And evidently it's pretty rare. It was in someone's collection in Indonesia, and someone was selling it here in the US, and I got a hold of it. So let's hope everything goes. These wolf snakes are actually mildly venomous, you know, but supposedly not dangerously venomous. They're, you know, like a lot of colubrids. A lot of people don't realize a lot of colubrids, especially hognose, are also have some venom in them, but they're really not, you know, anything to worry. You get a little maybe irritation from it if you do get bit. The pain in the neck with these things is they love to eat lizards and frogs. Now this one is eating pinkies. I did see a video of it eating a pinky, so that kind of convinced me that I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to try to work with this thing a little bit. It's very little still, as you can see, and they'll get to about 3 feet in length. They like to dig and burrow. They have this very unusual big front teeth, even though they don't, those front teeth are not where the venom comes from. But it gives it their front of their face a very square-like look. So let's take this thing out and we'll take a look. All right, we opened up the little canister, and here is the snake. Let's take it out. They like to burrow, I told you, so we're gonna give him a setup similar to what we do with our Kenyan sand boas. Look how cute this guy is. Leucistic. Black eyes, like all leucistics. It's funny, leucistics have no pigment except in their eyes, and they have those black eyes, and then they have totally white body. And if you guys Google wolf snake online, you'll find that I have never seen a leucistic. I think I've seen one albino somewhere, but never a leucistic. It's very kind of like fragile. It's small, so we're gonna feed it. You know, pinkies probably. It'll eat. I'm gonna see if my guy who provides us with rodents, it has maybe some anoles. We'll give it some lizards too, just so we can film. We can film it eating them. We have plenty of lizards and frogs around here, Pablo, outside, but I don't know if I would trust the cleanliness of them, although probably any lizards that I'm buying frozen are probably coming from outside anyway, but I would think that they'd be captively bred. So this is a male, and we're going to be looking for a female. Obviously, we're not going to find a leucistic female more than likely, but we'll be looking for a female. And most of these are being procured from wild caught snakes, so we have to see if there's any people breeding these things. If not, well, maybe we'll be one of the rare people getting these leucistics into the pet trade. I think they're cool looking snakes. I like anything white, and I figured, you know what, this is something that not everyone has, and we'll add it to the exotic collection. It looks like it likes Apple Watches, so that's good. Oh, just what we needed, another snake. It actually looks like it's in shed. If you look at its eyes, they're kind of going blue. So this thing will probably be way, way wider once it sheds. All right, we're gonna put it in our little setup, and I'll show you the setup we'll put it in. All right, so here's our little setup. The fear Pablo and I have, because we've been losing too many snakes in our facilities, we're gonna put them into a very tight fitting tub. This might be a little small for him initially, but we can always move him into a bigger one. But I want to just get them settled in, and they like to dig. So I have it set up similar to the way we have our sand boas set up, with this really fine coconut core, which is just really finely ground coconut. And we're gonna add a little moisture to this. We'll probably dump some of the water bowl in here and get it a little moist. And we're gonna put him in there, and we'll see how he does. Okay, let's go. See if he burrows into the ground. They supposedly really like digging, these snakes. And this one's really social. Usually they have a reputation for being a little flighty, but this guy is like interacting with me really well, so we'll see. This might be a little small for him, Bob. We might have to go with the double-sized one, but definitely want something tight fitting here so that they can't slip out, because we still have a sand boa on the loose. When we first got the bamboo rat snakes, I think, got out originally too. So they use that square off jaw they have to dig into the soil substrate. They like sand. We have sand too we can possibly give them, but I think this coconut core is good because it absorbs urine and stuff like that better. And these guys do need some humidity, whereas the sand boas don't really need humidity. As a matter of fact, the sand boas need dry. Here's one of our sand boas right here, who just ate a pinky. Doing very well. All right, we're gonna let him get acclimated here. We're gonna give him a little hide box, and we'll leave him alone. All right, we'll wrap up today with a quick hit. This is albino scaleless head with albino scaleless head. I think, because I don't see any obviously everything's albino. I don't see any completely scaleless animals. I mean, we should have had a 1 in 4 chance of hitting it. I don't think we hit it. It doesn't look like scaleless. I think we have all albinos and albino scaleless heads. So I don't know what's happening with my odds, but either we had really bad odds, or maybe the father wasn't scaleless head, which I think, pretty sure he is. And all these babies are scaleless head. Look at that. That's a scaleless head. It's just not a scaleless. So we'll keep an eye on this clutch once it all hatches out. But I don't see any albino scalelesses. I missed again. And just when I thought there wasn't anything better to go into the weekend with, I have another clutch hatching. And look at that baby. Oh my God. I don't even know what it is, but I know it's rainbow, and it looks like it's got a pinched head. I'm pretty sure that's a super enchi rainbow. And we know there's hypo in there, and this could be a super disco even, or one copy of disco. Whoa! And our female, and we'll go over this next week when we do this litter. The mother was only 66% het rainbow, so she proved out. Amazing! Wow! Maybe we'll take a look at this tomorrow. That's one of my nicest rainbows ever. Whoa! Yes, there's no hurricane in these, but that is still a pretty wacky looking rainbow. I don't think I've shown you these boas in a while. I imported these from Europe from a friend of mine there, and it kind of came as a package deal. And I don't want to get bit, but this was a triple het project. Triple het, blood, het leopard, which you know I love that blood leopard combination, and this is also het VPIT positive. So I showed you the other day the triple hets that were the call albinos. These are VPIT positive albinos. So this is, imagine that blood leopard that I showed you the other day, and now take away some of the melanin, but not all of it. They might even be a more interesting combination than the blood leopard T negative albinos. So we're growing these girls up. They're still not ready to breed. They'll probably be ready in another year. I have a couple sisters here. Oh, we got to give this one some water. This one knocked over its water bowl. This one's a lot bigger. And once again, you know, they're not going to be huge boas, even though VPIT positive is a Colombian line. The blood and leopards are smaller. So, I mean, these guys are going to obviously have to get bigger. They're not ready to breed, these females. I do have one male, and so we'll see. We'll see what happens, you know, how they grow over the next 12 months or so, or even 18 months we probably have. And hopefully by then they're going to be ready to go. Really nice, you know, project. Just, you know, you have to be patient. And in boas, you don't have patience, you'll never, ever produce what you want. Because I can breed them the first year and they may not produce anything. That's just the way it goes. Here's my male, the triple het, VPIT positive, blood and leopard. You can see he's a little smaller than the females. I always keep my males a little on the smaller side, but ironically, he's ready to go. I just have nothing to breed him to, you know, that's gonna be worthy. And I could breed him to an albino. I could breed him to a blood leopard, but I don't have any blood leopards that are het VPIT positive. So we got to save them for those sisters, and we'll have to decide which one we want to try to breed them to. Hopefully, like I said, we can do it next season. For now, we'll just let them continue to grow, and that's why I don't really show off the stuff that I'm just kind of growing up. Triple het, quad het projects are boring until they're ready to breed, and then when they're ready to breed, they're exciting because then you don't know what you're going to get. And we'll just since we'll finish up the boa section with this beautiful pink panther pastel line. Just gives it a little more pink, bred for pinkness. And this is a fire diamond too, which you know I love, even though I can't breed them. And it's also VPIT positive. So the VPIT positive fire combination is stellar. Add that little pink panther pastel line bred trait in there, and you got this very whitish, pinkish looking snake. Beautiful female. She's going to take a bunch of years to grow her up, but it's okay. We got plenty of time. The great thing about the fire diamond is it's an incomplete dominant, so we don't have to worry about it. So we can breed this pretty much to any VPIT positive stuff, and we can get pretty much reproduce this pretty quickly. So once again, you can see also, if you see the widow peaked saddles, those widow peak saddles are typical VPIT positive. Almost looks like a boa constrictor. And that's one of the calling cards of VPIT positive. Really cool looking widow peak saddles. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Still making a lot of noise out here. We haven't got the rain yet, but my wife is up north from here, or I guess she's south of here, and she said the rains are really, oh, there you go. Hear that thunder? The rains are coming down really hard, so I'm going to be driving into that because I got to pick up some sushi for dinner. My kids love sushi, thank God. My wife doesn't like it, my kids love it, so I get to eat it a couple times a week because they beg for it, and so I'm like, all right, let's go get some sushi. Anyway, you saw that leucistic wolf snake, pretty cool, huh? Now I'm in search of a female that I can breed it to at some point in the future. Obviously, it's still a baby, but it's something different, and that's what I like, different. Hopefully it won't escape. we've been having a lot of escapes, and we haven't really, we usually always find the escaped snakes, like, because there's no place to go. My facility is pretty escape proof. You can't leave the building, but these snakes have been finding hiding spots. I don't know. All right, I hear or I see the lightning coming down in the distance. I better get inside and go pick up dinner for the family. Guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back Monday morning. And remember, if you're gonna be in Daytona, hit me up. I'll be there Saturday.